So somebody would ask me if I could provide some more examples for language around beliefs, so that you know when they're being formed or when you're reinforcing them, because most of the time they don't serve you. They do, gives your world order and all of that. Sometimes it's just balm, salve for the pain. Sure. So some beliefs, some common beliefs that people form are, well, women are just gold diggers, or men can't be trusted, or I'm never going to find somebody who really gets me, or relationships are just work. They have to be work. Relationships are work, which is one I particularly don't like, because usually people use it to justify staying in bad relationships, or they're doing it for the spiritual practice of it. This gets tricky, by the way, because there is something that's different that occurs, some alchemy that occurs when you commit to staying in the relationship no matter what. Again, provided there's no physical or emotional abuse or violence. So I don't want to poo-poo somebody. There is relationships, in my opinion, are only really good for a few things, and these are on my own beliefs. One is that they give you a particularly interesting motivation for working on yourself if you're in love, and they also reveal things about yourself that would never get revealed. And if it's true intimacy, this is the case, especially if you've got two, high electricity individuals with a lot of life force moving through them. Then you're going to have this sort of alchemy that occurs that reveals, it's like sparks fly, and literally, and sometimes those patterns mesh well and sometimes they don't. But it does reveal something about you that wouldn't be revealed otherwise. And as long as you're being responsible, meaning looking at your own part in things, and relationships are, there's nothing more profound for your own development. Now, those are my own empowering beliefs about relationships, yeah. But other relationships, it's like, oh well, maybe I'm just better off just having lovers. Not relationships just aren't for me, or some people have beliefs about intimacy that are disempowering. Like, well, why are you in a fight? Well, too much intimacy. I kept hearing this for a while, and I didn't understand it, because to me, what's the point if you're not going as deep as possible, as quickly as possible? But for some people, intimacy is scary. Depth is scary. Revealing your depths to people is scary for some people, because they have some belief that they're not going to be loved. And sometimes the opposite is true. The more truth you reveal about yourself, the more people love you. And some people are frustrated by the lack of intimacy, by the lack of depth. Your mileage may vary depending on your circle of humans that you move through. So those are some examples of beliefs. So this is a relationship postmortem, part 3 addendum.